All right, welcome guys. Today's video, we're over here in Phitsanulok on a sweltering hot day. It's 40 degrees, it is scorching. And it's for all you Americans out there, it's about 102 and high humidity. So it's quite warm. So I don't want to be doing a whole lot outside. It'd be nice to go inside some of these buildings. So anyway, I'm over here in Phitsanulok on the Nan River, which is right here. Phitsanulok is famous for having two rivers that come together, the Nan River and I think it's like the Kwai Noi, which the confluence of those two rivers are right over here. This is an important hub in Thailand. It was kind of like during the Ayutthaya kingdom, they would use this as kind of like a second capital, and they would use it like the viceroys, like the king in waiting would be kind of appointed up here, and they would rule the northern part of Thailand or Ayutthaya from up here in Phitsanulok. And anyway, there was a lot of history. They did a lot of fighting between here and the Lanna kingdom up in like Chiang Mai, and a lot of stuff happened between Sukhothai and Ayutthaya and Satsadaram. All of that has got quite a bit of history in it. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to check out this first grade temple. This is a temple that was built in 1357, and let's see if I can pronounce it. It's Wat-Phra-Sri Rattana Mahathat, and it was built by the Sukhothai king, King Lithai, I think is what his name is. And it's got a lot of history, the most beautiful Buddha image in all of Thailand. It was restored under the reign of King Chulalongkorn, Rama V, and it was also restored again under Rama IX. So we're going to look at this temple and get out of this cruel, cruel sun, and let's enjoy some of this and let's look around. So there's quite a bit to it. First thing here, let's take a look at this little tiny building. This is a little shrine, has a Buddha image in it that's decorated up. And then right over here is the Wehan, and then it has the prong. And all around it, there's all kinds of stuff going on. This is a busy, busy temple. They have a gift shop, they have a museum, and they have a bunch of different stuff. And then over that away is, I don't know if it's the City Pillar Shrine or what's over there. It has kind of a weird looking Buddha. And then they have a statue of King Naresuan, who was born here in Phitsanulok. And he's King Naresuan the Great. He's really famous for fighting against the Burmese. He's one of those that was really important. He declared the independence from Burma for Thailand in the 1500s, and then he's known for like elephant combat, like slaying the leader of the Burmese army in one-on-one combat, and also some other stuff. He's kind of a big deal around here. So let's see what we got here. So we'll take our shoes off and we'll go in here. Okay, so in here, whew, wow, that was hot. So the ground is so hot, and I ran across this metal here. So this is the inside part. You can see how hot it is that she's running across the ground. So you're not allowed to wear shoes in here. And what they've done is they put like the little mats down. But check that out. This is a Khmer style prong, and then it just has Buddhas all over the place facing every which direction. Let's go down this hallway here and let's take a look around. So all the murals and stuff that are painted, I guess we're all done under King Rama V or King Chulalongkorn. Looks like they're doing a little bit of renovation here. It says, do not take a photo in here, so we can see kind of what it looks like. So you can see the styling of the roof, the painted columns. It's quite brilliant, and this is the important Buddha image. So it looks like they're renovating the murals here. So that's what all this is going on. And there's a guy right over here under the screen that's just repainting all of this. I would love to sit here and watch him paint. This guy is probably really, really skilled. But he's touching all of these up right up here. So you can see kind of how things look in here. This hall is beautiful. Now there's some dispute about this Buddha image, if it was made in the 10th century or the 14th century. You can see how it's constructed. This is nice. It has the chandeliers, and over there's the monks that are doing the blessings, and all the people down here. Everybody's taking their pictures with the Buddha. It says no photos, but everybody's taking them. So you can see how it looks right there. And then paintings all around on the inside of this. So you can see the murals over there. One more look here, and then we'll go out and we'll look around at that prong and some other stuff. So they say these doors right here, you see how tall they are. They are massive. And it's all that mother of pearl, and these were done during the reign of King Rama IX. I mean, that's just huge. It has the vaulted ceiling in here. And then they have all of these seated Buddhas all through here. Let's walk around. They have hundreds of these Buddhas all around here. So the Thais will do part of their ceremony where they'll walk around here whenever they're making merit. There's tons of these. They have little data plates talking about, I think it's probably the people that have donated to the temple. And then you can see they come and they write messages on the little cloth and hang on the Buddhas. So they have one of the old bells. Then they have a little shrine here so people can stop and pray, like this guy's doing over here. So here's that little Buddha. And then they have kind of a little museum in here. With the manuscripts and pottery and stuff like that. So back in here they have kind of some old artifacts all around here, little parts of the Buddhas, stuff like that. But it's locked up, so we can't look in there. So here's another one of the Buddha images. It's cast in bronze. And then they have part of their little relics and stuff all displayed around. Chinese pottery, stuff like that. And this hall is built similar to that other one. It's not as grand, but it's still fantastic. You can see the murals behind the Buddha. And just various things that they have in here. And this is a nice look at that Buddha. It is quite large. Now it has like the dimensions like laps and whatever else, but I'm not sure how tall it is. Okay, back over here is the museum. I'm sure they'll have no photo policy back in here. Let's take a look at it. All right, so it looks like the museum might be outside of the grounds over here. There's monk quarters, all of that out here outside of the temple. So let's walk through here a little bit more and let's look at that prong. That looks to be about the last thing left. Just tons and tons of these little Buddhas. There's no signage really in English, just a little tiny bit. Most everything is in Thai. There's a lot of people here today. Okay, I was hoping we'd be able to use the stairs to go up there, but they got it locked up. So I was reading that there is an access to it, but we can't go. You can see the figures down here with the Naga, stuff like that. Maybe we can look at it a little better here. I stuck my camera through the fence. So you can see if that sun's in a bad spot to be able to see. But you can see the little figures here. And then over there's some of the buildings we were in. So it looks like this is about as good a look as we're going to have of that chetty. So you can see it's a Khmer corncob top. It has all the little Buddha images all around there. And then it has the staff of Shiva up on top. And then here's that first hall we went into with the main Buddha. So they have a little hall in here with the Buddha footprint. You can see this is just a little moon drop. It has the windows with the mother of pearl. And the doors, mother of pearl, and you can see how the roof is, or the ceiling. Yeah, the mother of pearl is really nice. You can see like the Erewhons and all the different figures. The Garudas. That's nice. This is that moon drop with the Buddha footprint. And then right next to it is the old ruin of this temple. And then some more stuff over there and the Chedi. And then there is that prong. Looks like they're doing some excavating here. They found another base of another hall that was underneath that tree. That's interesting. Would be maybe worth coming back in a couple years and see what they do with it. But here is the ruins. This is an old ordination hall and a Wehan, and then we have that standing Buddha. That's in the gesture of like giving thanks, I believe is what that gesture is. All right, so this is a great look right here. So you have that standing Buddha with that Khmer prong right behind. Ah, this is fantastic. You can see all the base here. So they had the columns. And then that was the old temple wall right over there. Let's look in that small chapel now. So we have a little shrine right here as a seated Buddha, and the name of it is right up above there. So here is a little ordination hall. I think that's the seal of Rama V up there with the blue background. I could be wrong, but it seems like I've seen that on several temples. He was responsible for restoring this, so I'm sure he put his seal on it. You can see they got the mesh to keep the pigeons out. And then this styling here on this little hall. So the Buddha is in the subduing Mara posture, I think. And then you can see these murals. These murals are unbelievable. Now these are Bangkok era murals for sure, but they are really nice. Now it has all these pictures of King Naresuan. He was born here in Phitsanulok, and he later became one of the great kings that liberated Thailand from Burma. Pretty much his whole reign was fighting the Burmese. He died at age 50, and his conquests and battles that he took part in are infamous for the Thais. This is a famous battle scene here. This is where King Naresuan fought single combat against the Burmese commander. What supposedly happened, the story goes, is that he was on his war elephant and he was attacking, and the elephant just kept charging in, and it went through the ranks of the Burmese, and it was basically him alone inside of the ranks of the Burmese. And he spotted the Burmese commander, and he challenged him to single combat. He was surrounded completely by the Burmese troops, but the Burmese commander took him up on the offer of single combat. And the Burmese commander apparently swung his weapon and clipped part of King Naresuan's helmet, and then Naresuan struck him down and killed him. And then the Burmese fled, and then the Thais pursued him and inflicted heavy casualties on the Burmese army as they were retreating. And that happened in Suphanburi here in Thailand. So this temple has a little bit of everything. Has a lot of the old, a lot of the new. You can see here's the old columns from this Wehan that's here. There's not much left, it's just down to the base. It has a little bit of the walls. So it had those long slits for windows. And then over here would have been the high altar for the Buddha. And then you can see the standing Buddha right there. This would have been really nice to see. This is a gigantic building. And then over here, this is the platform where the monks would sit. Yeah, they're not going to do any more with this. It's just as much as they're going to restore it. But you can see this Buddha. Okay, so the museum is just over here. We'll see what it looks like really fast, or maybe we won't. So it looks like It's empty, nobody's even in there. Some plastic covering some stuff. All right, everybody, so that's going to finish up our video over here at this first-class temple, Wat-Phra-Sri Rattana Mahathat, if that's how you say it. Like I said at the start, this is a temple that goes way back to 1357, and it is fantastic. It's definitely worth your time if you're over here in Phitsanulok. Now, to get over here, it's not too far. You can come over here from the train. The train station is not far. You could probably hire like a song cow, or you could even walk over here if you wanted to take the train. And definitely come over here and check it out. The main Buddha is nice, but to me the highlight was that old ordination hall with all the murals of King Naresuan. That is just fantastic. I liked the artwork a lot in there. And it was also cool seeing the old temple buildings out back with the standing Buddha. So too bad the museum was closed, unfortunately, but it gives me something to do whenever I come back over here next time. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you click like and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. That's what I do. I show you things that I see, tell you a little bit about what I know. And I came over here to Phitsanulok today just to see this massive corn cob chetty, and it was cool. I enjoyed this a lot. So tell me something about it. If you've been here, let me know. If you want to come, let me know also. And if you have any questions, ask me, and I'll do my best to answer them. So from Phitsanulok over here at this first-class royal temple, remember guys, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.